Hey, looking back at the Oscars of 1979, it's a 25-year anniversary. There's a lot of anniversaries here coming up. The Beatles' 40-year anniversary coming to America, February 9th. The Grammys are doing a tribute to the Beatles. I hope that's good.
I know. I hope they put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they get some good artists out there. I love seeing good artists do covers. It's always kind of fun. Anyway, the 79 Oscars are sort of saluted in this week's Entertainment Weekly, and it's really funny. 25 years seems like a long time, but when you read this, it seems even longer. It was at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, April 9, 1979. Laurence Olivier agreed to make his first appearance since 1959 to get an honorary Oscar.
Laurence Olivier, oh my God.
And the final appearance at the Oscars of, looking wan and thin following heart surgery, Mr. John Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah, it was his last Oscar appearance.
Oh, really?
Hollywood was in a bit of turmoil. Jane Fonda, who'd starred in Coming Home and condemned rival Vietnam movie The Deer Hunter as racist, even though she hadn't seen it.
Oh, how irritating. You see, back then, we even had these idiots.
I know. You know, I saw her at the Golden Globes, and she looked like a bitch.
Yeah.
It's funny because she's really attractive. I mean, even still, she's a beautiful woman, but she just has that bitch look to her.
Oh, isn't that something? See, replaced by Susan Sarandon and company. Boy.
It was criticized as Coming Home was criticized as a male supremacist film in which men choose between ideas and women choose between men. That was from Nancy Dowd, who wrote the original script. Midnight Express was attacked for its depiction of Turks and its departure from the book upon it was based. Then again, 78 was a bizarre year for moviedom. Roman Polanski had to flee to France to avoid statutory rape charges.
Oh, man. You know, it really wasn't any different, was it?
No, not much.
This sounds like today's headlines.
Well, Pretty Baby, a Louis Malle film about a 12-year-old prostitute played by Brooke Shields, got positive reviews. And Get Out Your Handkerchiefs, a French film in which a woman finds happiness with her 13-year-old lover, was nominated for Best Foreign Film.
13-year-old lover?
Richard Pryor went berserk shooting up his wife's friend's Buick. Somebody kidnapped Charlie Chaplin's corpse, and it was recovered 3 months later. Mickey Rooney took his eighth wife. Jane Russell spent 4 days in jail for drunk driving. Charles Boyer committed suicide 2 days after his wife died.
Oh, man, and listen to this.
Gig Young killed himself
God.
after fatally shooting his wife of 3 weeks. There were a few surprises when the 78 Oscar nominations were announced. The Deer Hunter got 9. Coming Home got 8. Heaven Can Wait, Warren Beatty got 4.
You've got to be kidding me. 4 for that Heaven Can Wait movie?
Jill Clayburgh was the Best Actress nominee for An Unmarried Woman and said she might have had a better chance at grabbing an Oscar if her publicist hadn't pulled her off The Tonight Show because the booker wouldn't reveal who else would be on the show.
Oh, wow.
And then the publicist says, she could have been on with a juggler. Gary Busey, nominated as Best Actor for the Buddy Holly story, didn't do himself any favors either when he told a national magazine that Oscar night was just another excuse to get drunk. Speaking of alcohol, Animal House, the third biggest moneymaker of the year, was literally ignored. John Belushi, who was expecting a Best Supporting Actor nomination, was so miffed that he turned down the Academy's offer to be a presenter.
Oh, wow.
Jack Haley Jr., the producer for the show, also got quite a coup by landing Johnny Carson, who crossed over networks to do it on ABC. Part of the producer's job is to come up with imaginative pairings, and they had them on this particular night. Among the couples for the evening, George Burns and Brooke Shields, Margot Kidder and Christopher Reeve, Lois and Clark, Dean Martin and Raquel Welch, Booze and Boobs, and Ray Bolger and Jack Haley, the Scarecrow and Tin Man. Carson took the stage with a customized monologue. This is the 51st Annual Academy Awards, 2 hours of sparkling entertainment spread over a 4-hour show. I see a lot of new faces, especially on the old faces. Heaven Can Wait was a real fantasy about Warren Beatty not being able to find a body he could use. There to present the first major award, Best Supporting Actor, were Diane Cannon, herself up for Best Supporting Actor in Heaven Can Wait, and Telly Savalas, who was nominated for Birdman of Alcatraz in 62.
Telly Savalas.
The Academy went for the right choice, Christopher Walken in The Deer Hunter. He was awesome.
Oh, that was just 10-star.
All the nominated songs were sung by the original performers at this particular Oscars. Olivia Newton-John, Hopelessly Devoted to You. Johnny Mathis with Jane Oliver. Donna Summer, Last Dance. Debbie Boone, When You're Loved, and Barry Manilow, Ready to Take a Chance Again.
Oh, wow. Look how corny.
I know.
Look at that.
Isn't that bad?
Man. Pat. Debbie.
Let's see. 73. Then came the controversial number Oscar's Only Human, performed by Sammy Davis Jr. and Steve Lawrence.
Steve Lawrence. I never liked him at all.
What a tool. The audience ate it up.
Dope.
Sammy was followed by Dean Martin, who came out along with Raquel Welch to give best score to Giorgio Moroder from Midnight Express.
Oh, wow.
But not before Dino quipped, "I'll lay 8-5 that only 2 of you were looking at me." George Burns and Brooke Shields were called upon to name Best Supporting Actors, and this time the Academy went sentimental, giving it to Maggie Smith for California Suite rather than 29-year-old Meryl Streep for The Deer Hunter. She was great.
Oh, God, yeah. She was 29 then, huh?
Mm-hmm. Most before she went on stage with Francis Ford Coppola to give out Best Director, Ally McGraw found out her 8-year-old son with Robert Evans had been hit by a baseball bat and was getting stitches at a hospital. Unfortunately, Coppola was about to deliver a long-winded lecture on the communications revolution. As he was winding down, McGraw deftly managed to cut in. And in the spirit of the wonderful new cinema of the future, we're very honored to announce the nominees.
I'll bet she had a big bush.
Cary Grant walked on stage unannounced. He was there to give his friend Larry, Laurence Olivier, an honorary Oscar. He represents the ultimate in acting, said Grant, and out came Sir Laurence Olivier, arguably the greatest actor of his generation. Olivier proceeded to deliver a speech that may yet be unrivaled in its blarney. Olivier, the only thing I know him for is Marathon Man. Has anybody seen that?
No.
No.
Dustin Hoffman, he's the wacky dentist who keeps telling, what's that one line he keeps saying in the movies? He wants him to tell him something, and he won't tell him, so he's going to yank his tooth out.
Whoa.
And there's this one line he keeps saying that's driving Dustin Hoffman crazy. I can't remember what it is, though.
Somebody will write.
My pal Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, your buddy.
Before Richard Dreyfuss and Shirley MacLaine announced the Best Actress winner, MacLaine had a few words for Warren Beatty. Can I take a moment and tell everyone how proud I am of my little brother, my talented, sexy brother?
Uh-oh, we have another Angelina Jolie.
Just imagine what you could accomplish if you tried celibacy. The audience laughed, but Beatty and Diane Keaton did not. That was his girlfriend at the time.
Ooh.
The Oscar went to Jane Fonda, who began her speech in sign language.
Oh, how sickening.
And concluded by thanking almost everyone. She left out Nancy Dowd. That was the woman who wrote the movie.
Oh, can you imagine? Oh, that must have been so nauseating.
Ginger Rogers and Diana Ross were brought in to name the Best Actor. The winner was John Voight, who paid tribute to Olivier and thanked his co-stars, producer, and director. He should have also thanked Jack Nicholson, Al Pacino, and Sylvester Stallone, all of whom were offered the role of the paraplegic vet before he was. Carson introed a clip of the previous year's host, Bob Hope, telling John Wayne, "Duke, we miss you tonight. We expect to see Amp out here in person next year because nobody else can walk in John Wayne's boots." And then Wayne walked out to a thunderous ovation. "Oscar and I have something in common," said Wayne. "Oscar first came to the Hollywood scene in 1928, and so did I. We're both a little weather-beaten, but we're still here and plan to be around a whole lot longer." The Duke butchered a few of the Best Picture producers, Michael Cipino, Warren Beatty, and Paul Mazursky, but nobody seemed to mind. Best Picture went to The Deer Hunter, which depicted a very different Vietnam than Wayne had been part of in The Green Beret. But the irony was lost in the moment. After Cimino exited, Carson detained Wayne until all the presenters and winners could gather on stage around him. The show closed with serial hugger Sammy Davis Jr. embracing the Duke. For once, though, it seemed genuine.
What a visual that must have been.
He died 2 months later.
Oh, no kidding. 2 months later.
What's that, Mark?
Here's the line.
Oh, is it safe? That's it, yeah. Is it safe?
Is it
and then,
safe?
Yeah, and then someone's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Ends up he starts yanking teeth out.
Oh.
So he wants him to tell him what he wants to know, but Hoffman doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, man.
Yeah. What a movie.
Oh, wow.
They got a great piece on The Deer Hunter in here, too. Quite an extended piece on that movie.
Oh, that's great. I have to hear that.
You know all those mill scenes where they're partying it up in that mill town in Pennsylvania? They're drunk. They're actually drinking alcohol.
Is that right?
Those scenes. Yeah.
Wow.
I know, isn't that wild?
Yeah, it really is.
Walken and Voight and
wow.
De Niro. They're and the other guy who was Meryl Streep's boyfriend who was dying. His name was John Cazale, who played the wise guy Stan. He was one of the guys that went to Nam.
Yeah. And
he co-starred with De Niro in The Godfather Part 2, but never played a scene with him. He tells Cimino he has bone cancer for which he's undergoing radiation. Just before the shooting starts, exec comes to them and insists they fire Cazale. He refuses, saying, "If he goes, I go." "Okay, counters the MI, but you got to prepare an alternate script eliminating Cazale's character." And he says, "I cobbled together some absolute dreadful piece of crap script, and that made them happy." So he kept Cazale in the movie, and he did die after the movie.
Wow.
He was good, too. That's funny. I just re-rented that about 3 years ago. What a great piece, though, on this movie.
That movie was just, oh, my God.
De Niro hung out in this mill town for about 6 months trying to get the, get the feel of what these people were like in that. Remember that wedding scene? I think, isn't that a real long scene in this movie? Yeah, they talk about how the shooting for that just went on forever, but they felt really good about it. It was a long movie, too. In fact...
Yeah, they could have edited some of that.
You know what they said? I know that wasn't the Deer Hunter. I'm getting that confused with The Kid Stays in the Picture. That... Godfather was originally 2 hours and 6 minutes, and Robert Evans said, no, make it longer. You had a great movie, and you cut it out. And so he went back and added stuff to the movie until it was like 3 hours long, and then they released it.
How long was The Deer Hunter, actually?
Deer Hunter, I think it was like 3 hours, wasn't it?
3,
I think it is.
Yeah. Wasn't that cool when...
I never felt it was long, though. I never got tired of that movie.
I was so engrossed in it that, God, remember when Christopher Walken is sitting there and playing the Russian roulette, and he's at that table in that dingy hut, he's got the headband on, and he's just like insane,
And when De Niro's trying to talk to him, tell him to cut it out, he's like, hey, don't do it.
Right.
You don't have to do
But
this.
he's reached the point where he's just so into it now. He's so gone. There's no pulling him out.
He pulls the trigger, and De Niro deflects it, knocks the gun out of his hand.
Damn. Wasn't that... You know what? I could watch that all over again.
That's why Fonda bitched about that movie, because she said those scenes were not true, that the Vietnamese did not do that.
Oh, well. Oh, okay, Little Miss Expert.
Little Miss Know-It-All.
Yeah, whatever, bitch.
Well, actually, the Deer Hunter people said, look, it's not a documentary anyway, so shut up, bitch.
Yeah, whether it happened or what, just be quiet.
I'll tell you what, whoever cooked it up got it from somewhere.
You're not kidding.
Scenes.
Oh, my God, that's probably one of the most intense scenes ever shot,
You're not kidding.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, it was so believable, the sweat, you could just feel it, man.